So I just drove down to Peekskill, which is like 30 miles from New York City. So I must have come down the Hudson like maybe 120 miles. I guess that sounds right. Anyway, what I'm looking to do, here, let me turn this around. I've got the canoe up here, and we're gonna put it in that water. That goes into the Hudson. I've got all my lighting gear here in the back of the car, like that. And we're gonna paddle out. We're gonna paddle out about, I don't know, maybe a mile north, and set up some lights. So the deal is, there's tracks on both sides of the Hudson River, and they snake around these really mountainous points that come right down. It's pretty cool, but there's no place to work from. So, that's the canoe. I can work from the canoe. There's not a lot of room for the lights, but I've spotted this place where there's a couple little islands out in the middle of the river, and I don't think the railroad owns the island, so I can set up lights on those. I think maybe they're a state park. I don't know, but we're gonna do that. I don't know. It's been really rainy, really terrible lately, but today it's absolutely beautiful. So it should be a great night to spend out here. I'm excited to shoot a really long sort of telephoto shot looking as the train moves along. And I'm also excited to just sleep out there on the rocks and wake up in the morning to the sunrise over the Hudson. That should be pretty cool. I'm still in my work clothes here because I left right from work to get down here. It's already almost sunset already, but I'll get everything in the boat and we'll get off and hopefully have a little bit of light left before I'm working in the dark. So I'm out in the Hudson here. I came out underneath the causeway, and I don't know, I'm only a little bit south, but it's like, I don't know, 600, 700 degrees down here. It's pretty warm. I mean, nice night, but it is muggy. It's making the sky look all dramatic, which is pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do is first check out where my camera goes. I really wanna check that out during the light, and I think it's somewhere just beyond that little house out there. I'm gonna go check that out, and then hopefully everything is easy after that. It's probably hard to find a more difficult place to land here. It's very, very rocky, and my picture location is up there, and it's mostly covered in poison ivy. So I'm gonna climb on up. You can see the tide is gonna come to about here. When it's full, there'll be no beach left. It's just about low tide now. So I'm gonna scope out this shot. I got my 200 millimeter Here comes the train, but I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to see it because that's freaking straight up. $135mm here will do it. There's Peekskill off in the distance. Here's the canoe. All right, and over here we got a light set up. Up top is a radio repeater and a trigger for this light. And I got the battery hanging up on the ground, you know, up on the stand like this. So if the water comes up a bit, it won't flood me out. It's okay if the stand gets wet. Sort of stuck into these little pockets. You see? Yeah. You know, stuck in like that so it stays still. So all I gotta do now is turn this guy on. And there we go. I got in the boat, I'll test it, make sure it's working. Well, good morning. Here's my my hammock, my campsite here. It's a little better than it looks. Not bad. Not a bad spot. So, when my water boils, I had a hard time filming last night while it was dark. I just can't, you know, bring lights around with me to film with the video while I'm trying to take the pictures. So what happened? Turn this around. I was set up in that little notch right there, and there was lights on this island and there was lights on this ridge over here, and I sat over there until about 2 when a freight train going away from me went by, and they were saying either the southbound freight, the one going towards the camera, was either going to be super delayed or not run at all. It woke me up probably around 4. I guess I could have stayed up, but I'm really happy with the picture that I did get, so that's good. And then paddled up to this place because I had to collect my lights, and I just ended up sleeping here in the hammock. Now I'm gonna eat some oatmeal, drop the canoe back down in the water down there, and paddle home.